Hey everybody, I wanted to share with you. We've gone through how to use yoga blocks, how to use yoga straps, and today I want to show you how to use a wall to deepen your practice and to find different ways to use some of those supports that we have that will help us get into better alignment in our practice, but also just help us to feel good. So I'm in a chair. The first one I want to show you is how to use a wall to mimic downward facing dog. If you're limited to being in a chair or you just prefer to practice in a chair, you're going to get close to the wall. So I'm going to turn my chair so that I'm facing the wall. I'm not using the back of my chair. I know I have black and it's hard, but here's the chair. Here am I. Here's my wall. So my arms are going to be straight. Okay. Arms are going to be straight. And I'm going to lean forward, bend my elbows, and just to get a first stretch, this isn't down dog quite yet, but just to get a nice stretch, put your elbows close to the wall. Ooh, it's sort of like a forearm plank, and then press back up. So to get into down dog, we're going to walk our hands up high so that our arms are straight. And then I'm going to hinge from my hips, lean forward, and bring my head towards the wall. And I feel an amazing stretch through my upper back. Now my spine looks just like downward facing dog in a traditional practice. Take a breath. Try to reach your heart towards the wall. Maybe your forehead goes closer to the wall. And then inhale to rise. I'm going to show you that again. I'm going to scoot away just a little bit. Okay, so I'm facing the wall. Hands are going to first be in that upward facing dog kind of plank pose. Bend your elbows, lean forward. We get a nice stretch to begin. And then press yourself back up. Walk your hands up, up, up so that they're as high as you can be. Already, I feel an amazing stretch. Now, take a breath in. And on your exhale, lead your heart towards the wall. It should feel absolutely amazing. Nice stretch for the shoulders, the upper back, even into the low back, the arms. Feels great. Take a breath. Maybe reach your heart a little bit more. And then inhale to rise. Now you can also do this downward facing dog-ish, standing up. So you don't have to use a chair unless you're limited to a chair, you prefer to be in a chair. But while we can use a wall to get into a little downward facing dog action here. So I'm going to stand about 2 to 3 feet away from the wall. Again, walk my hands up the wall, lean forward, stick my booty out, and here I am in a variation of downward facing dog. Isn't that fantastic? Inhale to rise. So beautiful. Now, I'm going to show you how to use the wall for some standing balance. So catch me in a sec. All right, everybody, I'm back. I'm standing against the wall. I have just a tiny little curb, if you will. It's a cement curb that runs around the perimeter of my studio. But ideally, you would want your feet where the wall and the ceiling meet. So right there. Okay, I have to stand a little bit further away because I have about a 3-inch little curb thing. So I'm going to show you how to get into Warrior 2 and using the wall for support. So we're going to step our feet super wide and then make sure that your cheeks are against the wall. Okay, so lean back against the wall, bend your right leg, keep your cheeks against the wall. This is where we start to learn where we are out of alignment physically. A lot of times we come into Warrior 2 and we're actually leaning forward like this. My cheeks are not touching the wall. So to figure out where I want to be, I'm going to lean back. Shoulder blades are going to find the wall. Bend my right knee and then extend my arms. I have to wiggle my legs out a little bit wider. Now, shoulder blades against the wall, cheeks against the wall. Even the left one, it wants to go forward. So pull it back. And then your right knee, try to swing it and touch the wall. It's hard to do. Now, everything is touching the wall. Now, shoulders over hips. I was doing a little bit of forward motion here. Okay. So if you have, I'm not a big mirror person at all in a yoga practice, but if you have a mirror and a wall opposite, I encourage you for just this demonstration to use your mirror or turn on a video on your phone and look at your body in space and see shoulders over hips, Arms on the wall, shoulders on the wall, hips on the wall. Turn and look. Okay, there it is. Hard. Slowly release. Now, a lot of times, if we don't use the wall occasionally, and we never find the wall, we're never going to feel what it feels like to be in alignment. So, if you're brand new to yoga, I encourage you to use a wall. If you've been practicing for a long time, go back to the wall and just see if perhaps in a posture like side angle, I don't have a yoga mat, so I'm a little slippery. All right, right knee drops, sinks. Drop your right arm and reach your left arm to the sky. Now, cheeks to the wall, back to the wall, reach your arm up and over and feel that. Now, drop your shoulder back to the left. Feel that? That is side angle with the wall. Slowly rise up. Now, we're going to come into triangle. This is the one pose I see the most out of alignment in a regular old yoga class. People often come into triangle, they want to get lower, so they're leaning way forward. Well, we're going to use the wall to get into triangle in the appropriate way and in a safe way and in an aligned way. So figure out where your hips are, grab a hold of them, and scooch them back towards the wall. Let your cheeks touch the wall. Tee out your arms. We're going to keep the hips on the wall, but we're going to reach the right arm, shoulders against the wall. Drop your right hand, keep it against the wall, and bring your left arm to the sky. Now, immediately you want to float away from the wall, lean back, lean back. Both shoulders find the wall, both cheeks find the wall, back of your head find the wall. There you are in triangle pose. You can use a block or a chair if you need to, and rise up. So using the wall helps us to see just how far forward we're often leaning and really start to open up the body and not have to worry about the balance. Now, the final way that I love to use a wall in the practice, just when I'm goofing off practicing by myself, is half moon, that standing balance where, it's hard. I like to use a block. I don't have one, but we'll be fine. So cheeks against the wall, arms are going to float out to a T. Lean back. Take a peek at your right hand. You're going to look there. Soft bend in your right knee. And you are going to float on up and lift your left leg. Now lean against the wall. Lean there. Use it to help you balance. Ta-da! Half moon. Bend your right knee and come up. Now, a lot of times when we're in half moon away from the wall, it's really tricky, right? Because we are trying to balance. We can't quite get there. I'm leaning forward. Well, scoot on back. And now here I am getting the benefit of the pose. And then in time, I can move away from the wall and keep the pose. It's a great teaching tool. I encourage you to use the wall. Find downward facing dog with the wall. Get into your warriors, your side angles. Feel the support. Find triangle without leaning forward, and then play with half moon. Now, the last way you can play with half moon using a wall, after you have mastered kind of that supportive half moon, using the wall to support you, then you will turn and your foot will be the only thing touching the wall. So same setup. I'm going to get my foot there. I'm going to look and reach, and my left foot finds the wall, and there I am in half moon, just hanging out. And in time, that foot leaves the wall, and I'm fully suspended in half moon. Remember, when we work standing balance, this is the thing I tell all the people that I work with. If you come to tree pose and your tree is wobbling, that is what you're teaching your brain. If you come to tree pose and you use a wall or a bar or a kitchen sink or a sofa or a chair, that is what you are teaching your body. Stillness and balance. In time, you can move your cheeks away from the wall. You can find a beautiful version of tree pose and you'll be fine. So use the supports. If you're teaching your body to be flailing and wobbling around, that's where it's going to stay. So use your blocks, use your straps, use your walls, and have fun with the practice. When we use the things around us or specific yoga props, you don't have to go out and buy everything. You can use pillows, you can use chairs, you can use kitchen sinks. We start to teach the body where it needs to be in space, and we can get really, really grounded. So there it is. We've done straps, blocks, and a wall to deepen our yoga practice. I hope you've had fun with this little mini series, and I will see you later. Bye.